Yo, what is up, guys? What is poppin'? It's finally time for the NPL season 6, I think, yeah. And this is our week 1 versus my boy Natey, aka NC Squared. Chill dude, he streams a lot, puts up some nice content. Should definitely check him out. If I don't forget, I will link his Twitch in the description. I think he streams regularly. Not sure about it, but he's a chill dude who um, whose channel and his Twitch I think have grown a lot over the last couple of years. So definitely good for him. But he's in our division this season, and and because of that we want to fuck him up obviously. So um, yeah, NPL. I think it's like not a secret anymore that this is like the league that I want to win the most easily. Um, Last season I came close. I had like the dominant run of what 6 or 8 wins in a row, like 6 in the regular season I think, and then like 2 in the playoffs. Went to the finals, had the matchup. I think I had the better build in the finals, but yeah, I had a nice stroke mid match versus Metronome Mammothswine and lost, which is pretty fucked, but because like we came so close and were fucked, got fucked by Mamo. But yeah, we gotta try again. We gotta try again. We gotta get to this grueling 12-week regular season. Gotta get to playoffs. Our division and our conference is not easy. It will be tough to make finals, but obviously I will put my best effort into it. Like the NPL is the shit, man. It's the best league in the world, easily, besides the ITL, obviously. But like NPL is a chill group of guys, very solid competition, and like just the league, man. It's like the NPL. Even like the other NPL is trash. It's done for. It shouldn't even exist anymore. But we won't talk about that. Anyway, the team I built, as you see, my boy Nate has the Magearna. He had the number 1 or number 2 pick, I think. Number 2, I think, in the draft. He picked up Magearna. He has big legs. He has arrow. He has all the Volcarona counters, which is kind of annoying. He has Latios. I don't. He had like a Mega Beedrill on the squad, but I don't remember what kind of. I don't remember what else he had, but he has like a pretty solid squad. Like nice Volturn. There's a Duck Trio too, which is always annoying to prep for. So yeah, I had to put a nice effort into prep, but the team I came up with is pretty fire. We got a nice size with our leftovers, knockoff, earthquake, toxic, and stealth rock. Mostly Spadaf to check Rotom to backup check Magearna. To knock off, like can knock off Snorlax, yeah, Papa Berry, which is clean. It's a solid check to Incineroar and Arrow. It checks Lati decently unless it's Z-Lati. I can always live it and knock it off, or Toxic it if it's Carmine variant. So nice backup check, especially under terrain. Support from Finny. Um, pretty decent. Um, yeah, like pretty standard set, but obviously the Rocker this time because I didn't want to run rocks on Lano T. We got to the Tapu Fini, Moonblast, Taunt, pretty standard set. Protect to scout for Z moves on Ladi and Arrow, because Z edges or Z T-balls, Z psychics can hurt. I think a Z psychic into a psychic to KOs me easily, even after lefties. So gotta be mindful of that. I think I have Nature's Madness on this to chip down Magearna on the switch, and if it's AV, to chip down legs. Pretty standard set. We got a nice Volcarona here, dual stab, Quiverden's Roost, fat variant, always max HP. It's a very solid counter to Magearna, so that's kind of clean. Magearna really can't do much versus Volk, so especially if I like quiver up on his Carmines, if he has the Carmine variant, um, it's like pretty solid check. So Volcarona had to come, I feel, and if I get rid of Arrow and Legs, it just wins. Sets them on everything, which is clean. Like Rotom can't beat it 1 versus 1, especially if I like have to miss the terrain up, it can't Toxic or T-Wave me, which is clean. Even if he T-Waves me, I just quiver up to +3, +4 on it and go from there. So not a big deal. Mega Scissor, mostly is the death variant, Bullet Punch, U-Turn, Roost, Defog, pretty standard. And then but we got my 2 Z users here. Only one of obviously can use a Z move, and I had to decide, do I want to run like Z Edge Lando with Rock Polish because his ground resist get bopped by Z Edge after a little bit of chip, as you see like Latios arrow, Rotom Wash, I can't really shoot them hits. Or do I want to run Scarf to have like a nice backup check to a Latios, to a Scarf, not to a Scarf Beedrill, to a Mega Beedrill and shit like that. So I decide, yeah, let me run Scarf. We got nice knockoff, nice U-turn, nice Earthquake, nice punishment for the for the regular Latios if he wants to calm it up on me. Latios is always a threat. I always kinda under prep for it. So yeah, like I gotta be mindful of that. So I decided like to have a backup check, and this is more like as you see, like it just goes in. Arrow can't really touch it unless it's ice. Like Rotom Wash obviously can switch in, but if I U-turn out, I get nice chip, put it in Bewear range, and go from there, and it like just bobs the likes of Magearna and Incineroar. So definitely solid. U-turn does a fuck ton to Lati, which is nice, and I guaranteed outspeed unless it's a Scarf Lati itself. And then we got Bewear the God. Superpower, Return, Drain Punch, Sword Stance, all out pummeling Z move, and this thing just goes in. At +2, it guaranteed O-Codes every single mon on his squad, besides a Flame of Milotic, which he also had, but as you see, he didn't bring it, which is nice. He decided to bring Rotom Wash as his bulky water, and this is a very, very speedy Bewear to outrun min speed Rotom Wash, to outrun Incineroar, to outrun Lax, to outrun Milotic even. Obviously, if I outrun Wash, I outrun Milotic. And yeah, the only Revenger that he really has, if I'm at +2, is Latios, because I'm very sure he won't run a max speed timid Magearna or shit like that. So I'm very, very confident that I can outspeed it too. So at +2, if I remove the Lati, just wins, which is pretty clean. Okay, let's hop into it. I decided to lead off with my Lando. It's a pretty decent lead. If he wants to lead with his Rocker, I can just intimidate it, U-turn out to Sizz, defog them rocks away. If he wants to lead Lati, freest U-turn of my life. If he wants to lead Rotom, I can Scout. If he Scarf, if I want to, or like just U-turn out. Versus Magearna, I will just click Earthquake probably because it's Magearna. Gotta be mindful of Magearna. But anyway, I decided to lead off with Lando, and he leads with Rotom, and I really don't want to take a Scarf Hydro if he Scarf, because this Lando only hits 133 speed. It doesn't even outrun Mega Beedrill or Arrow unless they run Adamant, or like unless they run over 200 speed or over 199 speed. But I'm pretty sure like he only creeps shit like Volcarona or something, or Greninja, which is my fastest mon, that easily speed creep Greninja creep. So if this is a timid Scarf Rotom, I really don't want to take a Hydro. I don't think he will go for Volt Switch here because Seismic is such an obvious switch in. I don't want to U-turn, as I said, so I decide, let me go into Finny on the Will-O-Wisp, starting this season off with a nice stunt, or not die play, but stunt or take 50 from Volt, so he goes for the Willow, misses, obviously doesn't matter. Now I go into my Seismic on the Volt Switch. Prediction counter is at 2, and now I can like get them up. I get them up here on the turn as he goes Legs. I could knock off here, but to like knock off a Yapapa Berry, but I think I do knock off. Yeah, I do knock off. I thought I went hard into Bewear, but I definitely want to get rid of the Ayapapa. He crits me with a return. Kind of unfort, but doesn't really matter. Won't come into play that much. I go into Bewear on the next return. He does 22. This is gaining by the knockoff damage. This is max defense Lex. I think like he has some HP investment obviously to hit like a lefty's number or something, and then like max defense, which makes sense. I think max defense Snorlax is usually what you should bring versus me because I have so many good physical attackers, and the special attackers I got, they don't even do anything versus Lex. So yeah, he has to return. Now because I got rocks up, I can freely SD up. I don't think he would go hard into Lati. If I'm Bandit Return or Bandit Superpower, he would sag Lati pretty much, because Superpower, if I'm Bandit, does like 70, 75 maybe. And yeah, I think Rotom is his play here, and if he wants to stay in, so be it. If he wants to curse up alongside me, now Rotom comes in. If this is max fist step, I do 92 to 104 or something. If he's at 94, I don't want to risk it. I don't want him to go hard into Lati or something and somehow live the +2 superpower. So I decide to pummel the fuck out of this Rotom. I outspeed as I thought I would, and yeah, this Rotom is done with, which is really, really good for Lando and Scissor. One Earthquake immunity gone, and now he brings in brings in the Latios. If this is like Scarf Latios with Psyshock, I have a chance to live, I think. But I obviously can't stay in. I go into my Finny hoping he has Psychic because Subfinny is usually a little bit better physically, like a little bit bulky on the special side and physical side. But he has the Psyshock, does 42 and he's Life Orb. Good to know that he's not Z-move, but a Life Orb T-Bolt knocks me out after lefties here. So I click Protect to put me out of range of that and to scout for it pretty much. I don't think he would roost in front of a Finny anyway. And he goes into Lex. Here I could Protect again, but it's like Snorlax is always the freest Bewear of my life. So I will go into this and start the process all over again. I don't have to set up here, just to Drain Punch. Makes a smart play, goes into Incineroar to like get the Intimidate, but doesn't really matter because it's 2KO it anyway. Drain Punch has 55%, man. This at -1. Bewear is a monster. And now I'm back at 94. He goes into Magearna, and I'm like, I could superpower here to do like 50. I could go to Toad, but like rocks aren't up, and I can go into Volk, and if he brings an arrow, I got like 17 switches for that. So Volk is the play here if he Volk switches, as he does. Does 23, does a max special attack Magearna, obviously, and now Thingy comes in. I'm gonna switch out into my Toad, predicting the edge. He hits me with it. I try to get a Toxic off here, predicting Latias maybe, or Lex to come in, but he taunts me. Very, very solid play. But I get lefties back, so it doesn't really matter to me. I'm back at 40, can live a return from Lex still. I can live a hit other than Flurkin my Energy Ball from Magearna. So I'm good. Here I decide to pull a double, not a double, but I pull a switch into my Landorus, which covers him staying in and attacking with an Earthquake, for example. It covers the Snorlax switching because I can just click Earthquake or U-turn on this. Covers some Magearna switching if he wants to go Brazy and go Magearna. It covers also Ladi. I contemplated knocking, but if he went Lex, I kind of like I wouldn't really lose a turn, but it wouldn't be a hot play. So I go to Lex here, and yeah, it works very very well for me. He goes into Ladi, and I have the freest U-turn of my life. U-turn guaranteed knocks it out, and yeah, he stays in. He didn't think I was Scarf. And I am Scarf, and I knock it out. Very nice. Now we're on to Sis because it matches up super well versus everything. He's Magearna left, he's Arrow left. And I just need some chip on Lex and Magearna to win with Bullet Punch, so that's cool. He has to bring in Lex here. Maybe he has the Fire Punch, I don't know. I don't need to set up, I can just click U-turn into Bewear, claim another one. As I do 31 with the U-turn, which is nice, really nice damage. He goes for the Fire Punch, does 23, does as much as the return because of Fluffy. I can knock it out with the Drain Punch, get back to 91. And now, like, I know I win this game now with Scissor because I can just stay in and click Superpower. I contemplated going into Volcarona to preserve the 6-0, but didn't feel the need to do it. The other guys in my division, I think they played 1-0 this week, so regardless of how big I win, I will be like in front differential wise. So I clicked just the superpower because if this is a shift game Magearna with Carmine, like you never know. And, and he obviously could be like a Papa Berry set to like get health back with the shift game the Carmine, and then I would be in a kind of bad spot, but obviously I got them checks ready, so I'm not too worried. He bobs me with the Flurkin, Bewear, finishing the game with 3-1 in kills and death. Very nice. Now I can go into my Sis, click Bullet Punch to knock out the Mage, and then I click Bullet Punch to knock out the Arrow, and we get a nice week 1 win. There's my 1-8. Good game, man. Bewear went in, which is nice. Sorry, I'm like a little bit hungover and shit. I sound probably like trash, but it works out. Anyway, good game. My man kinda under prepped for Bewear, but like he had no choice but under prepping because his entire team gets fucked by it, so it's not his fault, pretty much. But we start the season with a nice 5-0 win, just like we hoped we would, and yeah, this is the game. Shout out to my man Nate. It was a good spot during the match, obviously, and yeah, we will play him again at some point later in the season, like week 8 or 9 or 10, I don't know. So we definitely have to be mindful of what it brings to that game. So looking forward to the rematch, but right now we're at the top of our division. We play Jay next, and this, what's his team name? Springfield Stallers, I think. Very, very tough matchup indeed next week, but should be a hype one. I hope you guys check that out as well. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next video. See ya.